Gotta sauce the camera up.
I'm always confident. You're being extremely whatever fucking I mean, if that's good, I'm there. Never again make me the underdog.
Speak that into existence. All I really need is a vision. All I really need is persistence. And never to believe that you get it in an instant. Had a grain of salt to everybody opinion.
You said from scratch during that part? No?
Yeah. You're really non-existent. You get the things you think will make you happy. Find out later that we're insufficient. Often where you wanna be is on the other side of fear, but you still keep your distance. Post a song on the internet. I'm just hoping I could get someone to listen.
So what was cool when you guys reached out, when Phoenix reached out, was it was very intentional. Every detail was intentional. Like with learning more about me and learning more about what I'm doing or what's going on, and really trying to tell that story in a piece of clothing. So like with the piece that we did, I'm really excited about it. I think it really a deeper rooted connection than just a piece of clothing. And I love the fact that it's sustainable clothing. Somebody told this to me, they were like, you're not supposed to win. He was like, you're 29, you're a husband, father, you write songs about glorifying your wife, not about objectifying women. Like, you're not supposed to win, but it's working out, so. I thought that was cool. Actually, the part of the Pineapple music video, remember when Cakes was on top of that rail and he threw the apple at me? Yeah, I was right by it. There's probably still a piece of apple somewhere. So my goal for 2020 was to make enough money from just streaming to where if I needed to support my family making music, I could technically go full-time making music. That was my one goal for 2020.
Purpose is greater than pleasure. I feel great under pressure. I could do it alone, but we do it better together. That's how I treat my endeavors. I always need to
be the hardest worker in the room. You cannot, you may not be the most talented, you may not be the best looking, you may not be the most naturally gifted, but you can always choose to be the hardest worker in the room. Because I don't think I'm the best at anything that I do, but I don't know anyone that'll work harder for it. Just in my head, People give themselves a plan B, but it's just an excuse not to follow through with plan A. The power of the plan is not that's gonna get you where you wanna be, it's just gonna get you started.
I've been dropping songs twice a month, still not feeling like I write enough. To keep the peace, I just keep releasing. Look, another beat is gonna bite the dust, this practice.
If you knew you were 10 no's away from the yes that you wanted, how excited would you be for every no? You'd be like, heck yeah, 9 left, 8 left, we're almost there. And if people thought of it like that, and they just kept going, you're eventually gonna get the yes that you want. Like I've put out almost 100 songs.
Tell them that it's passion, better hope that I never get traction.
This song I'm strictly for getting buckets. Okay. Swaggy P said that. I just bite it. So this spot was, I was like in between studios. Like this is what it looked like. Like those were my backdrops. And I actually built this like makeshift vocal booth over here. So this was my my vocal booth. Can't even open it all the way. It was just carpet. I just hung carpet and stuffed pillows in the walls. It was like a mental shift of like, I'm about to do music full time for 3 months, and if I can show what I can do in 3 months, I'll be able to do it in general. Like, and then freaking wrote Pineapple, which is the song that took me to where I am now, which is, if I wanted to, I could stop doing everything else that I'm doing. So with music, I'd like to leave music better than I found it, and for me that means the message in the music, not necessarily the quality of the music, but just I'm adding a little bit of, to me, I'm leaving it a little bit better than I found it. I think it's the same with the clothing you wear, the way you recycle, the way you choose to get your food, it all plays a part in it. Yeah, I've always been an optimist my whole life. I've always just had the mindset of like, it'll work out, if you just keep going, it'll work out. All right, so COVID came about, I was in the space that we just came from. So then I built this little desk out of scrap wood. And the cool part about the van, it has the outlet just built into the back there. Yeah, and I would sit in here and record. I had LED light strips, but apparently the heat took those out of commission. So yeah, this was the first piece of, like, I would say, content where people got to know me, you know, because like it's in my van, like I record here anyway, and it was just something that was unique to me that I don't know anyone else has a minivan studio. So yeah, I write the way I do because I mean it's true to me. I've always felt that in my core, is that if you're true to yourself, the right people will gravitate towards that. Because when you write about what's real, there's a deeper connection with the listener. People that can relate, you know, people who have been through the same thing or felt the same way. Say something good, you know, put some good out in the world. Yeah, I want to have a platform for good, like to be good, to be a good, show people that you can be cool and be a dad. Like being a good dad is cool, being a husband is cool. Like I put a lot of emphasis on that. And then I also write, like when I do hip hop, when I'm rapping, is a lot of just entrepreneurs type stuff, like hard work, like go get it, stop making excuses type of energy. But there's always a purpose behind it. Yeah.
Seems like before I knew it, I was 26 and I have a wife now. We have a place to live and we have a kid, and no, it ain't always easy, but it's simply bliss. Cause if you really pay attention to it, life's a gift. I've been working hard, extremely hard for like 10 years. My mind is spinning and I can't stop the wheels. Yeah, stop the beat, it's a lot to see. I rarely even just stop to breathe. Sometimes I just wanna hang around, like an apostrophe. And there's nothing wrong with work, just don't make it the center of your life. I've been struggling with that for like, I don't know, ask my wife. But it's been a minute, and then somehow time goes missing. And you think you could find it, but it's gone and you wish it was different. Don't try to figure out your life just yet. Take time and trust your insides. And and trust your insides.